What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with the Motors for the first time in a while. Indeed, this deep dive fell off my radar for a bit, but it is back on. Thank you again to Phil for providing this greatest hits compilation. And the next track is Forget About You, which you can say it was slightly different rhythm or emphasis, and it seems to change meanings. Like, forget about you could be part of a larger expression, I won't forget about you. But to say forget about you, it feels more like, just I give up. You're not worth the effort or the struggle, or, you're a lost case, something like that. So if I had to guess, maybe I'm more inclined to think it's something in the realm of the latter meaning, something that is more dismissive and or critical. But I'll see what I can catch on a first listen. This is the Motors. The song is Forget About You, or Forget About You, ? And it comes from their greatest hits compilation, though in the moment I don't know what original release it was on. The infinite loop. So, number one, it's a rock and roll song, but if you made it a bit more soul pop, that could easily be like a 60s Motown track. I could hear that being a Four Tops tune if the guitar was toned down a bit and it was a bit more brass or, again, soul flavored. So yeah, and lyrically, maybe part of why I'm saying that is because the theme seemed to be very much like a Motown tune. Now, when it started, it was like, oh, he got broken up with, and, he's just wishing that he could be with her again. He's driving around in the rain and the fog looking for her, just hoping to see her face, and he's feeling very sad. But then we hear it was actually his fault. Like, when she was committed to him, he was fooling around, which you could read that different ways. It sounds like he might have cheated on her, or at the very least, was focused on different things and just, wasn't taking it seriously. So it's like, now that she's gone, he can't forget about you, which it's funny because I'm leaning toward the second interpretation. It was actually the first one. It was actually like, I can't forget about you. So yeah, it sounds like, he's had seller's remorse, which is not the normal phrase, but yeah, he didn't give it enough importance. She left, and now he realizes, oh shoot, I really want that. But it sounds like, at least currently, he can't find her. Never mind, convince her to come back. But it doesn't sound like he's going to give up anytime soon. So, seems to be an ongoing story, at least in his mind, if not necessarily in practice, as far as the other party is concerned. But yeah, it's a fun tune. It's kind of the throwback rock and roll. As I said, it could very much be like a singing group from the 60s track if you made it a bit less rock and roll. But yeah, a fun one, definitely a lighter one, and ultimately a catchy song to say the very least. That chorus, it'll probably be stuck in my head for the next couple days. So yeah, another cool tune, and it's cool to get back to the Motors after, several months, half a year, something like that. I'm not even sure how long it's been. But yes, thank you to Philip, not only for the material, but for the patience, and as I work my way through the catalogs of these different groups. This may happen again, probably not with the Motors anytime soon, now that it's kind of back on my radar, but yeah, there's deep dives that kind of go into unintentional hibernation, and then, oh, it's spring again, and the bear has awoken. So that's what's happening here. In any case, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.